Hey, Mike here. Time for another home tour, this time in the heart of Clinton, Tennessee. This house was built in 1919 and has a lot of original Craftsman features in it. Let's go take a look. Be sure to watch to the end of this video for more details on this house and also the surrounding areas and some things to do around here. So also like and subscribe. Please comment below if you have any questions or what you liked about this house. So this is a gorgeous house built in 1919, brick exterior. And this house has a lot of really nice features that you're going to find in an early 1900s house. Huge front porch, and I like the wood slats on the top. And even though you're close to downtown Clinton, you still have privacy with those, I believe those are emerald greens or cypresses in front. And I just thought that letter box was super cool. And immediately when you open up and step into the house, you know that you're dealing with a gorgeous Craftsman house. I tried to capture the height of the ceilings, but I don't know if it did it justice. Those are soaring ceilings. I'm about 6 foot, and those are probably twice my height, so I think, definitely 10, more than likely 12. Into the living room, built-ins, and look at the detail on this fireplace. You don't see that kind of detail with the brick there anymore. More built-ins. This is a traditional floor plan, but when the rooms are this large, it really does not feel cut up. And this goes into what I would assume would be the formal living room, or it could be a library, an office. One thing that helps this house, along with the high ceilings, are the nearly floor-to-ceiling windows. There's gigantic windows in each room, and it really lets in a ton of natural light. So you have that beautiful dark wood floor, and then the light just really opens everything up. That's the original trim there. That's like a 4 or 5 piece casing there, so that's some good Craftsman work there. Another thing I liked about this house is when you come inside, you can look all the way from the front of the house to the back of the house, to the back door there. This is the guest bathroom on the main level. And a little nook there with an outlet. Nice little touch. Tell me what y'all think about the black and white tile in here. I really like it. Another built-in there. And on that black tile, I like it better than the light blue or the pink you see sometimes, but a nice walk-in shower there. And again, they just really carry that black decorative throughout the bathroom. A really nice touch. Going back out to the hallway, back here they are using it as a laundry room. You could also use it as a bedroom on the main level. You could use this as a study as well. Original hardwood. LVP is nice, luxury vinyl plank, but there's just something about original hardwood that that stuff's thick, that stuff's been through everything, and it still looks so good. And the scratches just give it character to me. So, walking into the kitchen here, totally renovated. Nice antique white cabinets, granite countertops. All of the little appliances there have gold handles, which I thought was a nice touch. Soft close doors on these cabinets as well. And And then I'm working more on backing myself into the corner so you can get a full view of the room and get a kind of a feel for the space. A lot of counter space in here. Again, that granite's really nice. It's like almost like a tiger pattern. A gas stove, little eat-in nook there. And then we step out into the formal dining room. Again, trim everywhere. They have several large pieces of furniture in this dining room, and it still is massive. 5 windows there, almost the entire wall, just letting in a ton of natural light. Another built-in the corner. Let me step back into the front of the house. Again, this could be an office, a study. A lot of space in here. And looking back into the dining room, so those are pocket doors. They are the heaviest pocket doors I've ever seen, solid wood. So if you want to close off whatever you're using this room for, a library, a office, a study, to the dining room and kitchen, you can. Really neat touch. Again, a traditional floor plan, but because of the open areas they have and the tall ceilings, does not feel cramped at all. Wanted to highlight the trim work here on the banister and the column for the stairs. You don't see that a lot anymore. Really nice detail work. And as we're going up the stairs, I wanted to take a minute to look at this runner. Again, not just carpet on the stairs, just a nice runner. Again, those floors just really spectacular. This is the bathroom upstairs. I like that privacy pane on that door. Vanity, toilet. Again, hardwood floors in the bathroom. How often do you see that? Shower tub combo with a linen closet next to it. There's me. A lot of glass and mirrors in this house. Very hard to not get caught in them. Then backing out into one of the bedrooms. It's got to be at least a queen size bed, and there's just again, so much space left over. Each of these rooms upstairs have a walk-in closet. So plenty of storage space. And one of them, we'll see in a minute, has like a desk in this, so you could be a little writing nook in there. I really like that light. Looks like one of those Tiffany lights. I don't know if it is, but it's got cool design. Another thing about this house, it's very cohesive throughout the entire house. They've renovated some of it, they've remodeled a lot of it, but they kept the trim consistent through the house. I noticed, particularly up here, there were some spots that had new trim, but they still made it look like the original trim on the main level. Another walk-in closet on this bedroom. There's that desk I was talking about, so you would have a little study space up here. Then walking back out to the third bedroom. bunk beds in here. Again, the entire wall is almost windows, so it's another walk-in closet here. And now we're going to go back downstairs and go out to the back of the house. And the back of the house is like an oasis back here. It's so peaceful. You can't hear it here, but on the beginning clip when I was talking, you could hear the birds in the background. Tons of birds, just so relaxing. So another porch that pretty much spans the entire back of the house, similar to the front. Continue that wood slats out here as well. And look at the architectural work on the columns here, and then that little archway. Not just straight columns. They really, back then they really made it look decorative, whether they meant to or not. Detached garage / shed. You could probably get a Miata or a BMW or a sports car for the weekend in there. Nice landscaping here too. They have bushes and trees to make it feel private. This is a pretty long brick paved driveway. Get a lot of parking back here. And then another little patio back here. They have a table here. You could also put a fire pit back here and really just, have your own separate entertaining space. All right, thank you for joining me on that tour. I will get to the details of that home and the surrounding area here in just a minute. At the top, I wanted to remind you that I am a realtor here in East Tennessee. I service Knox County, Sevier County, Anderson County, all the counties that basically touch Knox County. I've been a realtor for about 10 years, and I have helped people buy residential houses, investment properties. My wife and I have actually owned short-term rental, long-term rental, and we've done rehab projects as well. So I can do a little bit of everything and have a lot of experience in both sides. So if you're looking to purchase a home in our area or invest in our area, I'd love to help you out. Giving me a call, 865-548-7676. And my number also should be up there. So, all right. So that house was in Clinton, Tennessee. And Clinton is about, 20, 25 minutes away from Knoxville, about 15, 20 minutes away from Oak Ridge, and about 30, 45 minutes away from Maryville. So that particular house was 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3,271 square foot. So a good size house. Like I said in the video, it was built in 1919, but they've done a lot of updates to that home while keeping some of the original, a lot of the original features and a lot of the original characteristics. So the taxes on that house. Now again, this is in Clinton. This is not in the county. This is actually in the city limits of Clinton. So it pays county taxes and city taxes. The total tax on that per year, $2,950.60. Public water and public sewer. I haven't talked about that a lot in these videos, but that's one thing to think of when you're looking to purchase a home here. So a lot of our homes are on septic. I'd say probably 40-50% of our properties here are on septic tanks, just because some of them are in a rural area, some of them in the county, and they don't have sewer out there yet. Not quite as many are on well water, but a good decent amount are. So that's one thing to think about. It's great if you want to kind of be self-sufficient, but the closer you get in the city, the more likely it is it's going to be on sewer and public water. So again, that area is Clinton. Clinton is a great location. It has a small town feel, but is close to several other towns, cities. Knoxville, a large city. So you still have a lot of options in terms of entertainment, nightlife, dining, things like that. Clinton itself, though, has a lot of really cool activities to do and a lot of things there that really make it a good place to live. One of the best things about it is that it's close to Oak Ridge, so you're about 20, 25 minutes away from the plants or ORNL. So we get a lot of people moving into Oak Ridge. They don't necessarily want to live in Oak Ridge, so Clinton's a good kind of alternative for that. They have quite a few parks there. They just built one that's a sensory park. We've been to. They have, you know, I don't know, like xylophones, bells, things like that to really give the kids a good auditory experience. It's really neat. They also have a waterfront park that has a lot of hiking trails. It has a dog park there. It has basketball goals as well. And it has a marina there, a waterfront dock you can kind of launch your boat into. I know a buddy of mine goes kayaking there a lot and fishes. So that's a really cool thing they do. Probably my favorite place to eat in Clinton is called the Hoskins Drugstore. It is from the 1930s, and it still looks very similar to what it looked like in the 1930s. They have an authentic soda fountain there. They have a bar there that you can, you know, get deli food, get fried food, things like that. They have the best brown gravy and biscuits in East Tennessee. If you're into that, I am, but most people do white gravy here, so it's hard to find it. You know, they're working pharmacy as well. So another cool thing in Clinton, and this is probably, you know, 5-10 minutes away from the city center, is a Little Ponderosa Zoo. So Little Ponderosa Zoo is a wildlife sanctuary. They take in animals that are hurt or mistreated or, you know, orphaned or, you know, just given up, and they run a wildlife sanctuary there. You can take your children there to walk around the zoo, feed animals there. We've taken my son there many times and his friends. Basically, you get, you know, when you go in, you pay $5-10 for a big bucket of feed, and you go around and just start. Then you go around and just feed the animals. So they have goats, they have sheep, they have camels, they have kangaroos, they have wolves. You don't feed the wolves, but they do have wolves. I think they had buffaloes at one point. To be honest, after like an hour and a half of walking around carrying feed for everybody, all the animals kind of look the same, but it's still a really nice, neat place to go to learn about animals. They're also close to Big Ridge State Park. That is a park here that has hundreds of acres of land with it. It sits on a river as well. They have campsites there. They have a natural made beach there. You can do, you have hiking. They have actually backcountry campsites also. They also have cabins you can rent out. We did that earlier this year, rented out a cabin there with some of his cousins, rented a pontoon boat, and it was just a really fun weekend. You can also get canoes there. You can get paddle boats there. I will say the canoes are very tipsy. If you rent a canoe with your wife and you get in first, you will probably fall out, and then she will laugh her butt off while you're swimming around to the dock to try it again. So just be aware of that. Another great thing about Clinton is their downtown area. So it's a kind of historic city, and it's an old city, and they've done a great job of keeping like the main street looking how it did, you know, when the city was established. Twice a year they have antique fairs there. There's a lot of antique shops on the main street in Clinton. They have antique fairs there. They have one in May and they have one in October, and it's a really fun atmosphere, especially one in October. We like going to the one in October because we are fall people. There's a ton of people there, a ton of vendors. You can go in all the stores, you know, find knickknacks, find furniture pieces, find records, and then you can get a funnel cake, get pumpkins. It's really a fun family thing to take the kids to. They also have Fall Heritage Days at the Appalachian Museum. I didn't even mention the Appalachian Museum. That's right outside of Clinton. That is basically a working Appalachian farm and homestead. They have a lot of buildings there that were original to the area. They have goats there. They have like a sheep shearing day in the spring where they, you know, show you how sheep were sheared and blacksmiths, craftsmen, stuff like that. So that's another cool thing to do as well. They have Clinton is close to Windrock Park, which is one of the go-to areas for UTVs, for razors, for Jeeps, to go and rock climb, mud climb, things like that. That's a lot of fun. They also have the obligatory county fair. They have Anderson County Fair in Clinton. I'm not sure when that happens. So yeah, so Clinton is a great place to live if you don't want to be kind of on the hustle and bustle of Knoxville. Knoxville is about 325,000 people, so it's a large city in this area, and you don't quite want to be in Oak Ridge, that close to the plants, but Maryville's too far away for you. Clinton is a great place to live. You can have access to a lot of amenities, still have a very small town feel, and be close to a lot of outdoor things to do, a lot of festivals. So again, I really appreciate y'all taking the time to stay with me on this. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. If you have any comments about it, definitely leave them below. I'll read them, respond to them. Y'all have a great day. Bye.